This video will demonstrate how to calculate an SGO with the Smart Form provided by the Spreadsheet Lab Manual. The Smart Form prints as the form provided by the state for the 2014-2015 school year and has columns next to it where student names, pre-test scores, tier numbers, and post-test scores can be entered to calculate either a growth or achievement SGO. This particular SGO is going to be a growth SGO, so I'll enter a 2 in the yellow cell up top, cell Q2, where the SGO type is indicated. All the information that needs to be entered for the teacher to define their class, their grade level, and everything they need to submit for their SGO is up top. The first thing you'll have to do is enter the target score growths. Now, if this was to be scored as an achievement SGO, the column headings would read target score on the SGO assessment. But with the growth SGO, the score growth is to be entered, and that same column reads target score growth. So in this case, the score growths for the 3 tiers, for the high tier, preparedness group 1, medium, and low, will be 40 points for the high tier, 30 points for the middle tier, and 35 points for the low tier. Next, the percentages have to be expressed for the levels of achievement that will correspond to each score, and the boundary levels between 3 and 4, 2 and 3, and 1 and 2 need to be indicated. So in this case, we'll use 85 to achieve a 4 for the high group, 85%. 70% for 3, and 50% for a 2. And then for the middle tier, we'll use 85%, 70%, and 55%. And lastly, for the low tier, we'll use 80%, 65%, and 50%. All that's left to do now is to paste the SGO results into the cells provided. So I have sample results right here, and what I'll do is when I paste these in, I just want to paste the values, not the formulas or the or actual paste, because that's going to leave a reference error in there. But once you do that, the SGO is completely scored, and you can scroll down and see that all of the values that need to be calculated are filled in. And if the teacher wanted to submit this, they could print, and the form that will print indicates all the relevant information for the SGO. Now, if this same SGO was to be scored as an achievement SGO, there would be a few simple changes that would need to be made. We'd have to change the SGO type to an achievement SGO, and then instead of target score growths, we would need target scores. If we made the scores 85, 75, and 70, then the results would be calculated down bottom. If we made the target scores a little bit higher for this achievement SGO, then the teacher probably wouldn't do as well with higher target scores. But if we made 90, 80, and 75 as our target scores, then the scores would decrease at the bottom. But regardless, this way, if a grade needs to be changed or an SGO needs to be recalculated, it can be done instantaneously, and updates will be made faster, and you can be rest assured that there won't be any calculation errors in scoring the SGOs, which are now 20% of the teacher average for NJ Achieve for the 2014-2015 school year.